Choose to Lose. My name is Joe Jordan. I'm your host today. Listen, today we're going to talk about congratulating the Dallas Cowboys for winning the NFC East. Congrats to them. They deservedly won the division. They are clearly the best team in that division. They had the most talent, and it showed yesterday. And the thing about Washington is this. Now, once they lost to the Cowboys the first time, the division was out of hand. So now it's like, okay, are you gonna make a wild card? You lose to the Eagles. Now we understand the protocols, COVID, all that stuff. And then you turn around and get embarrassed by the Dallas Cowboys. Now, once again, now this game just showed how bad Washington is. All right, because I still don't think the Cowboys. Now the Cowboys are good. They are good. I don't think they're great. I think we made them look better than what they really are. Now they have the talent. They just don't know how to put it together. Now with us, I was watching that game yesterday. It was hard to watch. And comments, Chris Collins, wherever, all of them, they talking, the Washington football team keeps saying the running game is the key, blah, blah. But you come out the game, your first 9 plays, you throw 7 times. Your first 9 plays, you throw 7 times. And guess what? You got 2 interceptions. Now the game is all lopsided, 21-0. So, my thing is, run the ball. I don't get it. So I was on another show called Street Noise Podcast, and we made a bet about me putting on a jersey. First, they asked me, hey, are y'all going to beat the Cowboys the second time? I said, depends on what type of team shows up. I mean, are we going to run the ball? If we run the ball, then yeah, we got a shot to beat the Cowboys. If not, then I said it. If the Cowboys do what they're supposed to do, it's not even going to be close. But I took the bet, and then obviously I lost. So kind of upset about that. I'm going to have to wear that ugly jersey, but it's all good. But anyways, Terry McLaurin, right? They put a stat up there yesterday, and it said Terry McLaurin has caught he's caught the most contested passes in the NFL. And you know why? Because we don't have an accurate quarterback. Like I've been saying all year, I like Taylor Heinicke. I like him, but he's not elite. The way we use Taylor Heinicke, we use him like he's a proven quarterback that's going to win us a bunch of games. That's how we use him. We drop him back a bunch of times. He should be handing the ball. You look at our losses, we have thrown the ball too many times. You need to run the ball more. I don't understand coaches, how they get out of their groove of their winning ways. I don't understand that. I really don't. A lot of people are going to speculate about that. They got to realize we had 3 defensive backs out yesterday. First of all, we're already a bad defense. And on top of that, we get 3 defensive backs not even playing. So I kind of expected listen, going to that game, I had no energy. I had no excitement. I had no excitement of us winning because, first of all, the situation of the playoffs is different. The fact that we lost to the Eagles, it's going to be tough for us to get in. And then we were down 3 of our defensive backs. And I was like, you know what? This is not going to be a good game. I had that feeling. So, and then you have 2 of your best active linemen on defense about to fight on the sideline. Now that's more embarrassing. First of all, this is the first embarrassing thing. The Cowboys come in your home, your stadium, bring their own bench, and beat you. The score was close, but they really beat the brakes off us. And then you gonna turn around and do the same thing? Come on now. It's like cliche. Come on. You know what I mean? You just stoop to their level. So now you bring the bench over there, and guess what they did? They beat the brakes off us. That's even more embarrassing. The fact that we brought our bench over there to their sideline, and then we lose 56-14. The score was 42-7 at halftime. They were trying to run a score up on us. And I have no problem with that. It's NFL. So, listen, man. All I know is congrats to the Dallas Cowboys. I think right now they are the number 2 seed in the NFC. The Cardinals been falling, who I thought was the best team in the league. But I did not have the Cardinals making the playoffs before the season started. But they are already a lot. They were the first team that sealed the deal. but the Rams are ahead of them with 11 wins. But great job to the Cowboys. Got the 11th win of the season, guys. I mean, that's very rare in Cowboys Nation. Very rare in the NFC East lately. So, great job to them getting that 11th win. Now, they did a good job with a balanced attack. They did a great job. They ran the ball a good amount of times. The Zeke Elliott had an okay game, even though he only had 30-some yards, but he had some good runs. He had some good runs. So did Tony Pollard, but Dak Prescott played a great first half. First half was absolutely elite. I don't think they punt the ball. Well, they punt the ball the first drive, but outside of that, in the first half, they did not punt the ball, and the score was 42-7. So, and their defense, man, are scrappy playmakers. This is another embarrassing thing. The Cowboys come out in public and made a bet and said DeMarcus Lawrence and Dak Prescott made a bet on who's going to have the most TDs for our defense or offense between now and the end of the year. And guess what? DeMarcus Lawrence gets a TD. The guy who claimed that the defense, is going to have the more TDs in the offense gets a TD against us the very next game after he makes the bet. That's so embarrassing. That's really embarrassing. So a lot of changes that have to happen in the Watch Football team, but let's not talk about them like that no more. Listen, one thing I'm glad about is this. My mind is clear. I'm glad that the Cowboys put the Washington Football team. Now, obviously, I would love for them to win. But the fact that they put the Washington Football team out of the misery, this is what the Washington Football team did. I was backing them these last few weeks. We ended up becoming a game and a half, basically, behind the Cowboys. Going to Dallas, we're behind one game. And if we win that game, we have a chance next week to take the lead. Excited. The series is close. Blah, 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 blah. And Washington Football team just showed me this now and said, Joe, you overhyping us, man. Come on now, Joe. Listen, Joe, like Joe, think about this. All right. We beat Tampa Bay. We all thought that was a big win, but how have they looked since we beat them? Come on, Joe, don't overhype us. That's what Washington Football team is telling me. And then we turn around and beat the Panthers, the Carolina Panthers with Cam Newton. And we all see how the Panthers have looked since we beat them. Come on, Joe, you overhyping the Washington Football team. Then on Monday night, we beat Seattle. We barely beat Seattle. And we all know Seattle has shown themselves. I mean, look at them. All right. So come on, Joe, you overhyping us. And then we go into LV, Las Vegas, to play the Raiders right after they beat the Cowboys. And they're overly excited. They're not ready for the game. We beat them. I'm excited. We beat them 17-15, an odd number to beat them. And the Washington Football team like, Joe, you are overhyping us. Stop overhyping us. And guess what? You know what, Joe? Let me show you something. We're gonna play Dallas, and we're gonna show you that we're not as good as you keep saying we are. We get blown out by Dallas, but then they make a miraculous comeback at the end and lose by 7. And then the Washington Football team left that game like, oh man, Joe probably excited because the score only, even though we were dominated, we only lost by 7. And guess what I did? I took an idiotic bet that they would beat them the second time. And then Washington Football team said, you know what, Joe? We're going to make sure that we push Russian misery. We're not just going to lose by 7. We're going to lose 56-14. So thank you for showing me that you guys are terrible. I'm not going to say terrible. That you guys, I think a lot of it has to do with the coaching staff, for real. Play calling on offense, Scott Turner. I'm not an NFL expert. He is, I'm not. I'm just talking from my studio, all right? So I don't have any credibility of football, all right? I did play for like 2 years when I was a kid. Other than that, I did not play football at all, unless I was around my neighborhood playing football. But your play calling to me is not great. I'm sorry. You came in the game talking about the rushing attack is key, but you're not running the ball. You like, explain that to me, please. So, and once again, Dallas is not good in the run. So why are teams trying to pass? They are listen, Dallas front line are great in pass rush. And on top of that, they are scrappy. They will take the ball from you. So why are you constantly putting ball in harm's way when you're throwing it? Why not run the ball? I don't get it. I really don't get it. So this team is very disappointing me. Well, yesterday I wasn't very disappointed. I was disappointed in the score, but I kind of knew we were going to lose yesterday. All right, going into that game. just because of the situation, the vibe. But getting blown out like that, this is the worst game of any team in the season so far. Like this is the most embarrassing win, most embarrassing loss, I should say, for any team this year so far. And it had to be the Cowboys doing that to Washington, arch rivals. So that was embarrassing. It's terrible, but congrats to the Cowboys. Congrats to the Bucks that they won their division. Congrats to the Kansas City Chiefs who won their division yesterday. So the playoff picture is starting to look more clear. The Bengals handled the Ravens, took a strong hold of that AFC. I think it's AFC North league. The Browns lost. The Steelers lost. So the Bengals are in good shape right now. So that's what I have for you guys today for the football section. And I'll see y'all in the next episode. Thank you for staying to the end. We really appreciate that. If you are listening to this on you or watching this on YouTube, we would like for you to like this video, subscribe to the YouTube channel, and hit the notification button so you can be notified next time we put out a video. If you're listening to this on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, iHeartRadio, Google Podcasts, etc., we would like for you to follow us on those platforms. Also, hit the notification button so you can be notified when we're out. And last but not least, no matter what platform you're listening to or you're watching it on, share it with someone you know, and they could be part of the movement also. So thank you guys for listening, and we'll see you guys next time.